Hey everybody, it's time for another review and rant intro, and this is my rant. This is my rant on various haters, and fanboys of various franchises. Either fanboys of franchises I don't like, fanboys, not only fanboys, defenders defend franchises that can't be defended and that suck and that deserve to fail. Franchises like the Amazing Spider-Man, which you'll see more rants on people who support and defend, still support and defend those Amazing Spider-Man films. Then also rant on haters of franchises I enjoy, like Dragon Ball Evolution, Marvel, DC Extended Universe, Mortal Kombat, Annihilation, and many more franchises, and many more, Naruto, and many more. Then you got fanboys of crappy franchises like Dragon Ball Z, Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles, Amazing Spider-Man, Ninja Turtles that I can't stand, and you will see rants on the defenders of the supporters of those franchise I can't stand. So this is the intro portion. This is for the intro portion for my Super Vader 400 channel. There will be a short narration. There will be a short audio narration on my quote unquote Doggy 798 channel leading you to this video. But if you're already on the Super Vader 400 channel, there'll be a link leading you to that video. I got sick of doing long narration rants, so most of them will be off camera. Most of the rants on the Super Vader 400 channel will be off camera webcam rants, like you just saw, like you're gonna see in part 2, like you've been seeing more recently now. So you don't wanna. So with that being said, it's time to show you fanboys and annoying haters what I'm made of.
Let me show you who I am, what I'm here for. Here for. Hey, try to reach inside of me, try to get my everything. Let me show you who you can. Simple curiosity, try to take your mind. Let me show you just what I'm made of now.
Alright, it's time for the second and hopefully the final part of my Dragon Ball Evolution protester and hater rant and Dragon Ball Evolution defense video. So yeah, last time I left off on Bulma. Bulma and Chi-Chi. Now we're going to talk about the original series itself, Dragon Ball Z and Super and Resurrection F, and why they suck and why Dragon Ball Evolution was so much superior. When Dragon Ball Evolution when I saw Dragon Ball Evolution for the first time, I felt my way into it with low expectations and came out loving Dragon Ball Evolution. It was hard. It was hard to come back to the original Dragon Ball and say something positive. But I was part of the Dragon Ball Evolution support team at that time, the support team at that time during the supporter versus protest war. And I said to myself, and then I also said, well, Dragon Ball, even though Dragon Ball, the original Dragon Ball, is the worst thing ever, Dragon Ball Evolution and multiple other things, multiple other modern franchises I like Naruto and Bleach, only exist. One of the only reasons they exist, one of the reasons, there are other reasons too, but one of the reasons is because Dragon Ball was so damn popular. Dragon Ball was so damn popular, despite how shitty and despite how terrible it is. So, should Dragon Ball get more respect? Should Dragon Ball get more respect? So I decided to be polite and quote unquote keep my I decided to be polite and try to focus on the positives of Dragon Ball and try to hide or not acknowledge the negatives. And even worse, I'm mad at myself for this. Pretend to like Dragon Ball out of respect for the supporters, the Dragon Ball Evolution supporters who like DBE but still enjoy the original Dragon Ball franchise, the original Dragon Ball quote unquote franchise. And it was hard. It was hard coming up with things that were better about the original Dragon Ball. Number one, the only good things were, number one, action. Yes, they got longer and more intense fight scenes, which get old after seeing the same hyper fight Ki Blast battle with the same climax, same moves, and some unique ones over and over and over again, cobbled together with storylines, with some of the worst storylines possible, and characters you don't like, respect, or care about. Yeah, we want to see longer fight scenes with characters like Gohan, and the supporting characters who each got the shaft towards the end. Gohan and the supporting characters. If it's some lame Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and Frieza, and even worse, Roshi and Krillin epic, where you trying to convince me those guys are more powerful and stronger than they really are, pass, skip, turn fucking TV off. So action. Number two, what's after the action? Oh, yeah, action. Number two, multiple characters. Oh yes, multiple characters who are going to be nothing but dead weight to the Saiyans later on, be irrelevant to the story, not play that big of a part, and just who are all around useless and going to play second fiddle to Goku and Vegeta and continuously be disgraced, in which case even Gohan, the most baddest Saiyan around, after the Buu saga, continuously got the shaft. It's been downhill for Gohan since his loss to Majin Buu, since his quote-unquote loss to Majin Buu. So yes, multiple characters. I've given the original Dragon Ball a thumbs up for having a large and colorful cast of characters. A large and colorful cast of characters who, like I said, don't play that big of a role, don't affect the story that much, are nothing but dead weight to the real fighters, which are the Saiyans, and continuously get brought in to be disgraced and just look horribly. That does not save it. So multiple characters. Next was Ocean in Japanese dub. That's voice acting, soundtrack and music and sound effects. The Ocean Dub Studios and the Toei are not screenwriters. Actually, they are screenwriters, but their job is just to translate. Actually, Ocean Dub's job is just to translate that horrible Toriyama script into English. And totally, they can write a great Dragon Ball script on their own, but they're following Toriyama. Since Toriyama's atrocious script, they have to adapt his atrocious script on the screen. So once again, dubs. So while that's better, and the Dragon Ball Evolution, they have a Japanese dub too. So they would actually, in that category, they would be equals. But we'll give Dragon Ball since their dub is more accessible, whereas Dragon Ball Evolution's dub, you got to go online and find it. So Dragon Ball Z still wins that category, even though DBE has one too. But Dragon Ball Z still wins that category. So the original Dragon Ball Z, and last but not least, two more. Along with the action, multiple transformations. Can you blame fans for quickly only wanting to see Super Saiyans? At the time, those are the only things that were ever good about Dragon Ball. Now the Super Saiyan is one of the worst things ever. The only Super Saiyan forms I like are Fusion, Mystic, Broly's Ultra Legendary Super Saiyan form, any form in GT, and the form still sucked in GT too. The difference between GT, they were drawn and animated better in Dragon Ball GT than they were in Dragon Ball Z. And last but not least, the greatest Super Saiyan 4, if I had mentioned it already, Super Saiyan 4, which is non-canon, and last but not least, Ultra Super Saiyan Trunks, which sucked, but it was the artwork and the animation. It was animated good. That sucked. That sucked too, as I'm about to get into. The Super Saiyan is one of the worst and most garbage and most useless cash grab transformations of all time. It was badass when you saw it for the first time. Now that I'm older, and seeing it done better in other franchises with a much better storyline, build up plot, it is the worst thing ever. But can you blame the supporters for wanting to see Super Saiyan? Because at the time, that was the only thing that was good. We got Super Saiyan 1, which can beat Frieza, but can't beat a couple of weak human androids, regular humans equipped with cybernetics on Earth. Then we get the much cooler Ascended Super Saiyan, which can beat Ascended and Ultra Super Saiyan, which can beat the androids that can't touch Perfect Cell. And Ultra Super Saiyan has the power to take on Perfect Cell, but because of the muscles and the size of the form, you lose your speed and stamina. Waste of time, even though I like Trunks' Ultra Super Saiyan form. Next, what's the next one? Super Saiyan, Full Power Super Saiyan, Full Power Super Saiyan, which is that's the superior, that's the true Super Saiyan form, the Full Power Super Saiyan form. Full Power Super Saiyan didn't mean anything against Perfect Cell. Goku still got his ass kicked, and he quit like a little bitch. Super Saiyan 2, which can beat Perfect Cell, but can't touch Majin Buu. Super Saiyan 3, the most pathetic. Oh, this can fight evenly with Majin Buu, maybe even beat him. We will never know. But you can't. But the user can't sustain because of Gotenks having only 30 minutes, and Goku can't because he's tired and is inexperienced with the form, is tired and lacks the stamina to sustain the form. The worst transformation ever. Then we got Red and Blue, which feels like the most corporate cash grabs ever. We had Red and Blue, which couldn't beat an experienced Broly, and Vegeta with the blue, which they didn't even show us how Vegeta got the blue. Got his ass kicked by both Hit and Jiren, quote unquote Jiren, and Goku with the blue form still got his ass kicked by Jiren, still got his ass kicked by quote unquote Jiren. So waste of time. And apparently Vegeta with Super Saiyan Blue couldn't see Frieza, couldn't stop Frieza from blowing up the Earth, and couldn't just like finish and liquidate Frieza. So waste of time. Then they showed us how Goku and Vegeta got the Super Saiyans 1 through 2, but they didn't show us the power needed to get there. Neither one of these characters were anywhere near Super Saiyan. Vegeta was a pussy-ass 18, later 24, and later 33,000. That's powerful for a Saiyan, but that is not Super Saiyan. Getting your ass kicked by Zarbon and Raccoon is not Super Saiyan. Somehow, getting your butt kicked by Raccoon, eating a Senzu Bean, and fighting Jace, and getting you twice, that pushed Vegeta over the edge and gave him a power level rivaling Frieza, 530,000, as he was able to stop a punch from Frieza and hold Frieza for several minutes. Then he foolishly told Frieza to transform, so in his last plan to save his life, somehow Krillin injuring him injuring him, and then they healing him, gave him a huge sum of power. Krillin, the weakest one there, injuring him, and then they healing him, gave him a huge sum of power that was stronger than Frieza's first 3 forms, but still failed compared to his final form. Goku. Vegeta's is worse, but Goku's was just as bad. Goku. His maximum was 180,000 when he arrived on Namek. All he did was fight Ginyu, get his body stolen by Ginyu, get his butt kicked by Gohan, Krillin, and Vegeta when Ginyu had his body, healed in Frieza's tank, and that pushed him over the edge and allowed him to jump from 180,000 to 1 million, Frieza's final form. Goku at 180,000, he's no match for first form Frieza. Yet he was able to survive against final form Frieza for 3 rounds, long enough to use the Spirit Bomb, and eventually discover the Super Saiyan transformation. Vegeta, getting your ass kicked by Zarbon and Raccoon, losing fights to them is not Super Saiyan. Is not quote-unquote Super Saiyan. Goku was extremely powerful, but 180,000, that's just powerful for a Saiyan. That is still nowhere near quote-unquote Super Saiyan. Damn sure not Frieza's final form. So, yeah. So, yeah, these were the things that were better about Dragon Ball Z. And the last one is nostalgia. That's the only thing good about Dragon Ball Z. Once you take out the nostalgia, once you take that away and watch Dragon Ball Z for what it was, and you'll see it for what it was. An overhyped, overrated, bland, terrible, shitty anime and manga. The worst anime and manga is the Dragon Ball franchise. Dragon Ball quote-unquote franchise. Then when some of these supporters started showing their true colors, when some of these supporters started showing their true colors, that they were secretly protesters in disguise who I know felt the need to be supporters. I guess they felt the need to support the film, even though they were deep down protesters, or some who were supporters but then decided, we want to be protesters instead. This one decided, you know what, I'm going to give my true opinions on Dragon Ball. And this is not that we're here with Dragon Ball Evolution. This right here is bullshit. Like Spill.com, now Double Toasted said. Bullshit. This is the worst ever. This is unexcusable. It is unacceptable. It is quote unquote unacceptable. So since they want to give their true opinions, and that's worse. If you appear to me as a supporter, but deep down you were really a protester all along, that is unforgivable. At least with a protester, I hate the Dragon Ball protester. I hate Dragon Ball protesters, but at least I would have eventually matured and respected your opinion, because the way protesters feel about Dragon Ball Evolution, is the way I feel about 20th Century Fox's X-Men movies, particularly First Class, Days of Future Past, and the most recent one, Darker Phoenix, and even worse, Sony's amazing and Venom Spider-Man franchise. Spider-Man, quote-unquote, Amazing Spider-Man and Venom franchises. That Sony Spider-Man verse that they're still producing to this day. Producing to this day. I'm offended by the laziness and the immediate corporate cash grabs of those franchises there. They feel the same way and joined the Spider-Man protest, and now doing everything in my power to stop those quote unquote franchises. So I can at least eventually understand a protester. But appearing to me as a supporter, but deep down you're a protester, that is unforgivable, and nothing will satisfy me except for a fist fight, a knockout, and maybe your murder. So that's how Dragon Ball. So that's how it was. But going back to what I was saying, the other stuff I was saying, Dragon Ball Evolution just made it look better, and it does every time. See, I like to downplay Dragon Ball Evolution to make Dragon Ball Z. I used to like to downplay Evolution to make Dragon Ball Z look better. look better because I felt I had to, and because I actually grew up with Dragon Ball Z. I like to claim Dragon Ball Evolution, Naruto, and Bleach, and many more as my childhood, but I grew up with Dragon Ball. As much as I hate admitting it now, I grew up with Dragon Ball. When I saw Dragon Ball Evolution, Naruto, and Bleach, I was closer to adulthood, and I was an adult when I saw Dragon Ball Evolution. So I like to downplay them, and I watch Dragon Ball Z more than those franchises. When I come back to Dragon Ball Evolution, Naruto, Bleach, and many more franchises from the modern eras, they always, all the time, even when I doubt them, they always make me eat my words. They always look better than Dragon Ball. When it comes to the original Dragon Ball, Toriyama's Dragon Ball, even Toriyama, every time, with the exception of Super Broly, I'm going to explain why that was good. Super Broly, Toriyama always lets me down. He never lives up to my expectations, even when I'm low with them, like for Resurrection F. When Resurrection F came out, like, hey, you know what? I hate Resurrection F, but this looks like it could be a good movie. This whole the animation is better. Goku has a new gi. A lot of characters are gonna be in it. Maybe it'll be good. Maybe it'll be good. Wasn't good. It was worse. It was even worse than the last one. Even worse than Majin Buu. I didn't think I could be topped. I didn't think you could top Majin Buu in shittiness. But apparently Resurrection F was able to do that. Resurrection F had nothing except for a couple of comedy scenes involving Pilaf and Mai. They had better action and animation, but the storyline is so shit. You can't get into the. I can't get into the action. I can't get into the action and animation and quote unquote animation and quote unquote animation. Then we have Resurrection F. That was the worst. If it wasn't for Buu Saga and Resurrection F, I would forgive every flaw, every sin with Dragon Ball Z. If it wasn't for those two sagas, and I had Super in the mix too, but Resurrection F and Buu were the worst. You had Majin Buu with the Z Fighters knowingly unleashing Majin Buu, allowing him to destroy everything and everyone because you have Dragon Balls, and doing the ultimate, then failing to stop him, then doing the ultimate spam job of the Namekian's balls and using the Dragon Ball's power and the people's power to defeat Majin Buu, calling on the people to fight for themselves when this is a situation you caused. That would have been heroic and actually meant something. It actually meant something in any other franchise. And the people were somewhat responsible. The Z Fighters and Supreme Kai and the bad guys were responsible for Majin Buu, not the people of Earth. Do not like it when franchises try to teach me something. Do not like symbolism, man. Symbolism. I only tolerate it with people like Naruto. People like Masashi Kishimoto, the creators of Mortal Kombat, Alan Moore, Zack Snyder, because they're that damn good. But Toriyama, he's not only is he not good, he's not even 10th best. He is the worst of all time. So Resurrection F. So that the Majin Buu side. Then you have Resurrection F, which was even worse, where we have Frieza come back to life, and somehow, several years later, post-Cell and Buu, Frieza, who couldn't even touch and defeat Super Saiyan 1, I'm supposed to take him seriously. Off-screen training with a Frieza soldier, he attained a power source that was higher than Super Saiyan 1, which he couldn't even touch and beat. Ascended Super Saiyan, Ultra Super Saiyan, Full Power Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, my boy Mystic, the greatest power, Gohan's ability that he used against Super Buu. That was the greatest power. Then he was able to achieve a gold form of his own, training off-screen with a Frieza soldier. Then he was able to survive Vegeta's and Goku's Super Saiyan Red and Blue. Quote unquote Blue. Red and Blue. If anyone out there was to say, oh, Frieza trained, yes, what training? You can't tell me because the writers didn't. It happened off screen. The cheapest and laziest way to explain something. A lot of things in Dragon Ball. That's another problem I have with Dragon Ball. This off-screen training, superpower bargain cell bullshit. Bargain cell, which is a pun on Vegeta's Super Saiyan bargain cell. I call it the superpower bargain cell because they've been doing it since Krillin and Yamcha in Dragon Ball. Krillin and Yamcha. Goku was it took Roshi 60 years to master the Kamehameha wave. Yamcha and Krillin quickly mastered it. Goku mastered it because he was a Saiyan. Tien should not master it because he had the third eye, which could replicate moves, and he was well trained in ki manipulation. We never saw any scenes of Yamcha and Krillin training with ki. We never saw any form of win from those two. All we saw was physical strength. All we saw was physical strength, chores, and everything. That's physical strength and quickness. That ain't ki mysticism, magic like training. So that ain't ki of mysticism. So quote unquote but yeah, they were able to not only master the Kamehameha wave, but even worse, master Yamcha, my favorite move, the Spirit Ball, and Krillin was able to do the Destructo Disc. The most powerful move, the Destructo Disc. Then I mentioned Goku and Vegeta's BS power levels. Then I mentioned and that's Dragon Ball Z for you. The characters, they'll be weak in one arc, then in the next arc they're short with power and strength. No explanation how he obtained it. Goku got demolished by old man Piccolo, yet him climbing Korin's tower, drinking some mythical water gave him the power to dominate Piccolo in his youthful form, forcing Piccolo to grab Tien to gain the advantage, and Piccolo proceeded to beat the living daylights out of Goku, beat him to the point where he couldn't stand, and Goku jumped in the air with the Kamehameha wave, and Piccolo lost to a cripple, not once, but twice. If I cripple you and break your bones, and you are not winning a fight. But Goku managed to win. Goku managed to win. Complete and utter bullshit. Then I mentioned Goku and Vegeta's bullshit Super Saiyan forms and power levels. With Goku, you don't struggle with Master Roshi, Tien, Piccolo, Yamcha, Krillin, General Blue, Tao, and everyone else from Dragon Ball, and Raditz, don't forget Raditz, and somehow later obtaining the power to stand up to not only stand up to Frieza's final form, but eventually defeat him. You don't go from a power level of basically. You don't go from an earthly power level to super cosmic level like Superman. Yeah, that doesn't happen. And for Vegeta, they didn't at all explain how he obtained that blue form. He obtained it just for, like I said, just for the sake of merchandising. They inserted all how he achieved the blue form. If Dragon Ball GT and Evolution has key training scenes and build up to set up the transformations and the special attacks you see in those franchises, if the so-called tainted Dragon Balls have those, I demand OG Dragon Ball have those. I demand OG Dragon Ball has those too. Quote unquote too. So that's the reasons are endless. Those are why Dragon Ball sucks. The only good one under Toriyama that he wrote was Super Broly. Yeah, and that doesn't save it. One good saga and movie does not save it. It was only good because Broly was in the film. Had it been another Goku, Vegeta, Beerus, and Frieza epic, it would have been the worst movie ever, like Resurrection of. Broly makes everything better. He is not the best, but he is the coolest and most exciting character in Dragon Ball was Broly. And he brought me back to this crappy, overhyped, overrated franchise. Broly being in the main storyline. Everything I hate about Dragon Ball, Broly being involved makes it tolerable. So what else about Dragon Ball? Dragon Ball sucked. It's fake, phony, bullshit, unoriginal. Those are the 3 to 4 sins right there. Unoriginal, followed by preachy, pretentious, and several other things. But those are the big 5 to 6, 7 sins right there. Next, adaptation and unoriginality. Dragon Ball Evolution is criticized Oh yeah, for its unoriginality, if the original Dragon Ball can be the most garbage, lamest ripoff of Journey to the West, Jackie Chan, Bruce Lee, and then immediately drop that formula because that wasn't selling for intergalactic cosmic level plot like our Western comics, Fist of the North Star and Kaniku Man and many more style of story with little to no explanation whatsoever. Dragon Ball Evolution can rip off Power Rangers the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers movie, which was also produced by 20th Century Fox, the Mortal Kombat films, the quote-unquote X-Men and Spider-Man films, the old school Superman films in Smallville, followed by last but not least Kung Pao Enter the Fist with elements of Jet Li's The One and Final Destination, James Wan's previous movies before Dragon Ball Evolution. And also, I don't think these were intentional, but also Naruto, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, and I think this one was, because they do mention airbending technique, Avatar, The Last Airbender, and they used those franchises instead, because not only were those franchises better than Dragon Ball, they were better, more realistic, and closer to what it was in Dragon Ball. Toriyama's bullshit is what it is not. Yeah. Going back to number 3, another thing I couldn't stand about Dragon Ball Z was the constant spamming of the balls and misuse of sacred powers. After seeing the awesome martial arts, the Toy-San martial arts tournaments, and seeing how Goku, how in this universe, him and Roshi and them, they're not martial arts champions like they are in the anime and manga. No, they're mystics. And hermits who happen to know martial arts and have powers. They're not martial arts champions. They're like the Shaolin monks, Liu Kang and Kung Lao's people. And they're not ripping off Liu Kang and Kung Lao's people. Liu Kang and Kung Lao's people is what it is. Peter Parker, the X-Men, and Clark Kent Superman hiding your powers from the public, and only using them when the time is right is what it actually is. None of this going Super Saiyan, using Kamehameha Wave, Ozarus, and all the moves Roshi and them were using in tournaments, and not only tournaments, sports tournaments. I can see if it was a international street fighting tournament, like in Street Fighter, sponsored by Shadaloo or some unknown party, the interdimensional underground Mortal Kombat style of tournament, or the Demon Dark tournaments from Yu Yu Hakusho, or the quote-unquote shooting exam ninja showcase tournaments from Naruto. But a regular everyday sports tournament, hell no, hell to the no. Then the other characters, the other characters in Dragon Ball, the other and new characters. I remember being mad when I saw not only casting choices for Bulma and Chi-Chi, but Mario, who never appeared in the film, all of these bullies and characters at Goku's high school, and other new people like Sifu Norris. Guess what? After watching this film, I like these made-up characters better than the main characters. Carrie Fuller and the bullies, awesome foils and minor antagonists as the Goku. I especially love the meme involving the head bully, Carrie Fuller, the head bully, where they refer to his saga as the Carrie Fuller saga, the short-lived Carrie Fuller saga. They joke about what his final form is like. I love the new internet meme with him. Then you got Sifu Norris, an awesome, even superior adaptation of Moody Idol, who Moody Idol from the original Dragon Ball I actually do enjoy. But Sifu Norris is way cooler. Wish he could have did more, instead of he was just there to for Master Roshi's backstory and to set up and to help Master Roshi perform Mafuba. Then I really like the character now, because we'll never know. But But according to Dragon Ball Wiki, that could be Popo because of his nationality and his clothing, which appears to be Indian. So, yeah, Sifu Norris, portrayed by Ernie Hudson, awesome. Then we had and that's all. I think that's all. Yeah, that's all the new characters, and yeah, and everyone else from Goku's everyone else we saw in the quote unquote film. So yeah, I like these made up characters better than the main characters of Dragon Ball. So yeah, yeah, that tears it here. I might do another one later, talking more about the storyline, and other characters. But I felt I've talked enough. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm finished for now. And for those of you who still, and this wasn't anything new. This was just me showing that I could defend Dragon Ball Evolution while still protesting and bashing other people's fandoms as payback and retaliation. A certain guy, Abel, who didn't get a video response of his own, told me I couldn't defend what you call, and showing him, which isn't new. I said some of this is new, but most of this is stuff I said several years ago, and I'll be repeating it now. So yeah, this is not like an attempt to get people to like it again. It's the protest and supporter war. Even though I'm still supporting and fighting protests. This has been over for 10 plus years now. This was just showing that I could defend Dragon Ball Evolution. If everyone else wants to call me names like sheep, moron, idiot, dumbass, you're all those things because you were okay with Dragon Ball Z, Resurrection F, where Frieza not only came back alive in the post-Cell and Buu era, which was bullshit, but he somehow, like I said, tapped into a power source that was higher than all the Super Saiyan forms except for Blue and Red, when he couldn't even touch Super Saiyan 1, attained a gold form of his own, and was able to survive against Blue and Red, and somehow was able to blow up the Earth before anyone could stop him, and defeated Gohan under 3 hits. When he couldn't even touch Super Saiyan 1, and Gohan toyed with Perfect Cell and Super Buu. Then you got Piccolo and Gohan, two of the strongest beings ever, struggled to kill weak Frieza soldiers. Weak quote unquote Frieza soldiers. I double dog anyone to tell me Dragon Ball Z is good after something that stupid. Not even Dragon Ball Evolution would do something that bad. Us Dragon Ball Evolution fans, supporters, us Narutars, Bleach, and anime snobs, we demand realism quality over quantity, and want to see a well-executed storyline. We're not easily entertained moron and sheep like you are. So yeah, this has been my quote-unquote Dragon Ball Evolution video series. There may be another one later talking more about stuff I didn't mention. You want to hear the rest of the music? Turn the video off right now.